folks. Welcome to this podium. And I want to begin by asking how many of us, when they are in leadership, would want to find themselves on the losing end? I'm sure that most of you would say they will not want to find themselves on the losing end. Instead, they will want to find themselves on the winning end. But in life, the fact remain that there are times where you're going to find yourself on the win-win, when, on the winning side. There are times you'll find yourself on the losing side. And so those are the intrigues of life, and one of them at the end of the day will have to take place depending with the circumstance and the situation. And I want to focus on Israel, and to be particular on the Prime Minister of Israel, Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu. Of course, this is a popular name. This is one gentleman who became the Prime Minister of Israel, and then later on he lost. Then again, last year he won when elections were called. And so he is again now the Prime Minister of Israel. And his leadership lately has been characterized with a lot of challenges, has been characterized with a lot of opposition. And the other day, which the impact and the traces are still there, we've had massive demonstrations that has painted Israel, even in the global map. And one of the things that is causing this kind of protest is the people feeling uncomfortable with the kind of reforms that are being introduced, especially where the judiciary is concerned. So people are feeling that this is not good for them, it's not going to serve their purpose, and it is not going to serve, anyway, the interest of the country. And so that has led a really vicious opposition from the opposition party. And the people have come out on the street blazing, and this has left the Prime Minister really stranded. He has kept on insisting that the changes that he wants to introduce in the judiciary will go on, but the other day he had to bow to the pressure, and he decided to call off, or rather to suspend them. And so I tend to feel that in its sense it will give a room for more dialogue and for opportunity to look for the way of going forward, the best way going forward. And so, in this case, as a leader in the context of Mr. Benjamin, there are times where there will be situation of win-win, and there are times when the situation will be different, maybe even win-lose or even lose-lose. And so the fact that you are in leadership and you are maybe saying the government and you have the instrument of power, it does not mean you're going to win. There are times you lose. And so as much as the Prime Minister of Israel wanted to see that his agenda goes forward and he wins, really the pressure was too much. And at the end of the day, he has per se lost, maybe if I say the first round. And so that is the attitude we should have even as leaders, and we should learn from it. You could be in that small organization, you could be the president of a given institution, the manager, and you just have to understand, as much as you're putting your best foot forward and you want to find yourself on the win-win, there are times you're going to just compromise and you're going to lose. And when that time comes, just deal with it in that manner and find the best way again you can restart. And so Mr. Netanyahu need to understand that indeed he cannot be on the winning or on the win-win all the time. And so he has to understand the situation and see the best thing he can do to salvage and also to bring sanity in Israel, especially where the judiciary is concerned. Otherwise, we wish well for Israel and we keep Israel in our prayer because it has a unique place, especially in the world and in the context of the Bible and faith. So we keep them in prayer and we pray for their peace. Their peace is very important. So allow me to really insist on that, and that would also take the opportunity to ask you to keep praying for them. Don't tire, keep on praying for them. Their peace is very important, as much as the peace of other countries are important as well. So the King bless you and the King bless Israel.